All right, guys, it's Willie here, and we're in week 4. On the home stretch, 7 days left to go totally off the grid. This will probably be the last video I do unless something amazing happens over the next 7 days. But I just want to quickly share with you my ups, downs, my thoughts, the likelihood of doing this in an apartment, and so on and so forth. So let's start with this. I'm finally up to, right now, I've got 4,000 watts of available backup, and I've only charged, this is the last 2 days, yesterday and today I got the sunshine I needed. I'm still getting it. Right now I'm at about 88% capacity, which means I got about 3,500 watts stored. Should get up to 4,000 by the end of the day. I went 4 days, we went 4 days without anything at all. The weather gods weren't favorable. We had nothing. We didn't have a refrigerator. I had to go to the store and get ice and run stuff in coolers. And to charge our cell phone or tablet, we had to go for a car ride so we could plug it in the car. We had nothing for 4 days. It was just like interior camping. We might as well just set up the tent here in the living room and camped in the tent because we had nothing. We relied on flashlights and lanterns and oil lamps and a little butane stove, and that was it. It's doable, definitely doable. Like, it's just like camping, but I didn't enjoy it. More so the kid than me. Because he needs his electronics, he's got stuff going on. So anyways, that's that story. Let's get down to the brass tacks of it. Is it doable to live in an apartment on 4,000 watts? Sure, hands down. Is it doable to live in an apartment or a condo when you have limited space for solar panels? No, it's not. I only had 400 watts of solar panels. I had a little bit more available, but I had no place to put them. And that was the downside. Like I emphasized last video, if you're going to think about living off the grid, whether it be in a house, a condo, an apartment, make sure you have the space, the backup power you need, but more importantly, make sure you have the space to run the panels to charge it. 4,000 watts of power and 400 watts of panels, that's all I need if I was getting perfect sunshine every day. But the reality is we weren't. 4 days I went without sun and I depleted everything. 4 days. Now, we went 2 weeks in the summer without any full sunshine because of the wildfires going on. It was like a haze. You were lucky if you had 50% charge. It was hard. It was hard that way, but it is manageable. Like I said, if you're gonna run, I said before, you need 100 watt panels for at least every 1,000 watts. Well, if you can go 200 watts a panel for every 1,000 watts, you'd be even laughing, even more. Because even on a cloudy day, if you're getting on a 100 watt panel, if you're getting 25 watts, you're doing good. Like right now, it's overcast. The sun just went away, and I'm still pulling 100 watts of a 400 watt panel. So that's not too bad. I should be able to fully charge the end of the day. It's been an interesting journey. To see if I could do it. The part I didn't like was the preparation it took to cook, what you have to do to get meals ready. More importantly, what you can buy. I wasn't using a full-size refrigerator, as you seen in the first video. We're using that small little fridge and a Coleman cooler at the end of it there. You can't buy the groceries you need. You can't store. You don't have limited space. I couldn't buy all the fresh, products, the meat, the eggs. So, you're going to the grocery store instead of once every 2 weeks or once a week. I was finding myself going there every second day because we had no storage. I couldn't use an oven to bake bread. I'm used to baking my own bread, 9-10 loaves a week. Couldn't do it. Had to buy bread. Cost more money that way. Things like that. You can adjust your meals, but it's a shock on your system. You're not eating as healthy when something like this goes on. You just, I didn't have the space for it. It'd be different if you had your own homestead. You could do it easier, and I know I could. I've done it before when I lived in a house. But that was the challenge. The challenge was having the vegetables there when I wanted them, having the room in the freezer and the fridge, and more importantly, having the sunshine when I needed it. Now, that's saying if we had an ice storm and I'm down for 7 days, or a week or a few days, no problem. Do it in my sleep. It's not a problem. To do this full time, it would be sticky and miserable doing this, especially in the dire winter. And right now, we're in a prime season as far as not needing an air conditioning on or a heater on. I can't fathom. Give me the winter anytime I can keep warm with water bottles and blankets. And summertime, I couldn't even imagine not being able to run an air conditioning, not having enough juice. or having every bit of juice you need just to keep an air conditioning going, window air conditioning, I would be miserable, absolutely miserable. So, like I said, the average home uses 7 to 8 kilowatts a day, 7 or 8,000 watts, just common day use, and that's with your air conditioning running or a furnace running. So if you have that 7 or 8,000 watts and you're ready for backup, you're good. But more importantly, having the panels that keep them charged. If you only have 8,000 watts and you got no sun for 2 days, you really got to mind your P's and Q's. You have 16,000 watts backup, and whatever. You can do the math, but it's been an enjoyable ride. It's been a weird ride. It's kind of a different mindset as soon as you walk in your house, because you can't flick a light switch or you can't turn on a TV, or you got to be conscious of how long you're running this, running that. So tonight I'm pretty much back to normal. I don't have the kid for a couple days, so I'm going to treat myself to a nice porterhouse steak, cook it up right the way I want to cook it, and I'm not going to worry about conserving power. I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to have fun, maybe play some music. I'm just going to splurge a little bit on the hydro tonight. But anyways, guys, thank you, especially those on my private channel that came along for the ride. The public channel doesn't get much footage because YouTube, for some reason, has shadow banned me on here. But you can still post a like if you like the video. Anyways, guys, thank you. If you have any more questions, I answered a lot of questions individually about the panels I was using, what I was using, how I was using it, the wattage it was drawn. I'm not going to make videos every time something like that comes out. But it's been an amazing journey. I got 7 days left, and I can't, to be honest with you, I can't look forward enough to be able to turn back on my oven and baking bread and baking a cake and whatnot. I had a couple nice treats, just to say, I think a couple individuals. Thank you, Andrew. I got a nice pizza delivery dropped off once there, and it was absolutely fantastic. And that was a really, really upbringer on a cloudy day for me and my son, because we were living off 2 days of just whatever we could cook in a pot, craft dinner, soup style type thing. But anyways, guys, thank you very much. I got 7 days to go, and then I'm back to normal life until the next outage, or maybe snowstorm happens sooner than you think. Anyways, I'm Wild Willie, and I got to get trucking. Remember, it's not a question if this shit, it's a fan, it's a question of when. So always be prepared.